Hello, welcome. It's Chapeau Claudette, also known as Cloudette, because I love clouds, and I'm doing a very quick live YouTube to welcome you to the setting sun. It is setting at the end of Gemini, because in a couple of days the sun will be actually in the constellation of Cancer. And this is sidereal astrology, not to be confused with Western astrology. What I wanted to share today, besides the amazing view and the clouds, is that I am so inspired by the sky, by the clouds, and of course the stars. And it is what it is because I say that because I'm thinking a lot of times to myself, I'm not like a fan of pop culture or things, but during the time of my life, about 3 or 4 years ago, I was really impressed firstly by the philosophy of Ubuntu, which is, if one is not happy, no one could be happy. And there's a story by anthropologists that expressed how much he learned just from this concept from a small tribe in Africa. And it made me start to think that these children made an impression upon an anthropologist he was quite chuffed, because he'd spent about over a month with the tribe, learning about the tribe. But good evening, how are you, Joy? But he did not really learn until this situation where the kids decided that if they all didn't win a prize of candy, then one person wouldn't be happy if they won the prize. It's a long story, but to make story short, it made me start to think about what we are teaching children and about the stories that we learned growing up, about the good and the bad, good, and the happiness that is entailed by kind of overcoming sadness, like Bambi stories and Cinderella, all these stories where the poor child who's quite vulnerable has a situation where they lose a family member and they're so sad, but they somehow overcome. And I just thought, I'm not really against those. I mean, if they are what they are, I need to go up and catch the sun. It's a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is. I got to be careful because I'm in a position I'm not normally in. I've got to go up because the sun is going down. It's standing up. It looks amazing. Oh, it's behind this silly building at the moment. Okay, let's see if we can go in. There you go. Oh, I didn't know that was going to be obstructing my view, and it's getting bigger. Anyway, I started looking at the sky more during this time, and I, was wondering, are there stories to be told, Are there stories to be told? Because I feel that children, just because they can't talk doesn't mean that they don't have a story. And, if you believe in other lives besides this one, then it must have been a life before. And the life before must have brought a lot of interesting information. Of course, I was reading different philosophies about reincarnation, or Dolores Cannon, if you know her. And I thought, what if children could tell a story? Babies, infants, new beings in this life. What stories would they tell us that were pure, really pure and innocent to us earthlings? And that's when I started to look to the sky, and I started seeing stories and started writing them down. Oh, the sun is so beautiful. You don't see how beautiful it is here. So there it is. It's beautiful. It's gonna make a nice sunset, and there's beautiful clouds. Like, I would look at something like this and see a face and something that I don't think they have that here. No, they don't have it here. But yeah, could show that more on another place. But yeah. There's the sun going down. So I didn't want to be too long, just sharing that thought about, what could really innocent pre-earthlings tell us spiritually about a life that we maybe don't remember, or the pre-life. And I was looking to it in the stars, in the sky, in a way, because you look to it in the stars when people do horoscopes at the beginning of the life. So yeah, that's my little ta-ta for today. So I'm gonna go. I wish you could see how beautiful and big. I'm just gonna do some sun gazing myself into the actual sun. Okay, thanks for joining me, Joy, and thank you anyone who's replayed this. If you're interested in this kind of thing, please subscribe to this channel, or just keep in touch, or write me a comment. Take care. Bye.